Why didn't it work? Because there was two things that happened when it didn't work. Because it was suspended in midair, but that's fine. But what else happened?
Yes, it's like a little safe house, and then, I mean, we were just gonna, and then another ship went under it, and then we were just gonna wait it out until Kalani, that traitor, put a pistol to Elion's head and told him to bring down the barriers.
Mm.
So,
And he did.
Yep, and then we became captives for a short period.
Very short period. You guys had Harless among you, who don't take no guff. So she immediately started hacking away at Kalani, but she's also a swashbuckler, and she got the upper hand. You were busy with two other pirates, and two pirates versus a bard, not so hot. Wood Creek acquitted himself quite well. He kept dipping below the waves, coming up, taking shots, going back underwater, and rinse and repeat. So he was whittling away at some of the crew. Oren, what was he up to? He had a pretty epic.
So Creek and Oren like jumped off the sea wyvern. Is that right? The Pharaoh's ship?
Yeah.
They swam towards the enemy ship. So Creek stayed in the water and just did tons of damage. And then Oren tried to climb the ship, and he tried to do the thing where you like break the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And did not work. But he did kill the captain at least.
That's at least that's pretty good. If you can't kill the wheel, kill the guy who's steering it. So that was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
And it was Rowan Kalani betrayed everybody. Apparently, she was in cahoots with the pirates. For how long?
God.
You didn't know that. You miss episodes. It's what you miss. It was a pretty epic moment. But yes. So in the entire battle, though, you'll notice that the trusty Blue Nixie is gone. It got blowed up third. The hammer, the huntsman, were all destroyed. So basically, the hospital ship and the ship carrying extra soldiers was taken out, and then the noble ship was also destroyed. The pirates weren't taking any prisoners. They as soon as everyone went in the water, they just leveled their guns at anyone swimming and just took out anybody like that. Yeah, it was pretty.
My first thought is like, look for survivors.
No, well, Anjin, there were a few. Anjin washed up on the shore with the natives, and they were kind enough to bring her back to you guys. No pineapples this time, though, Elion. So that was about it. So you guys did manage to get a bunch of treasure. Also, so that's like one of the last things that was generated. So you guys can take a look at that in your own time. One of the cooler things, you got a captain's log detailing trade routes, and the hidden pirate cove of the Crimson Fleet, which is a place called Scuttle Cove. So the magical the pirate isles don't show up on maps because it's magicked that way. Pirates possess some magic that scrubs it from the maps, but you have one now, so that's kind of cool. You got a bunch of trade goods, a spy glass, which helps you with perception checks, scroll of water breathing, potions of greater healing ×2, a +1 short sword. So Cloak of the Manta Ray, a drift globe. So it's like basically like a light 3 plate and some treasure worth some money. So not so bad, all things considered, but you guys are now down to one ship. It's pretty crowded with the survivors you did manage to fish out of the water. The galleon is a flaming wreck after your crewmen just stormed it after you guys had gained the advantage. The crewmen of the Sea Wyvern jumped aboard, blood in their eyes and vengeance in their hearts, and just totally took out the rest of the pirates. Some of the pirates, pretended to surrender, and then they pulled knives. And then after it happened 2 or 3 times, your crew was done with it. Ben, they started just like shooting them on sight, because I'm pretty sure that's what Varus would have ordered. So
That's a good call.
So that's about it. So you guys are there now, off the coast of Tamoachan, and Lavinia is still with you. Luckily, Harless is basically, she now cleaves to Harless a lot because apparently, between Elion and Harless putting up an effort to keep her from getting captured, that was enough to prove their loyalty. She no longer trusts Kalani, needless to say. So
yeah, that's messed up. Yeah.
Any theories, by the way?
So I just have a lore question.
Yeah.
So since Chorus has been like MIA for how many months at this point?
2 months, 3 weeks. It's different for you because the time is different.
Yeah.
The episodes are different timing for you.
But it's like 2 months, like for 2.5 months for them, right?
The Sea Wyvern, since Chorus disappeared, it's been about 2 months and about 3 months.
Okay. So do they just think he's dead?
Let's do a round table. First of all, let's talk about Varus. In the aftermath of this battle, are you thinking about Chorus?
He is not thinking about Chorus. He's assumed dead.
We have other things to take care of, Captain. What about Nock? Probably doesn't know much about him. Let's see here. What about
Nock is more he's more focused on his cannon upgrades.
And Shackle Cherry is now like your best friend, by the way.
Yeah.
You and Cylindra, aka Kendall, did an amazing job with the cannons. All things considered, that you were outgunned the way you were by this galleon. Shackle Cherry is now like, what else can you do? Like he's really cleaving to you in terms of.
That.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Well, there you go. You have a friend. It started off rocky with him trying to strangle Cylindra, but now you're cool in his eyes. Let's see here. What about Elion and Orin? Has Orin given any thought to Chorus? Realistically,
I don't think he's given much thought, but they were both rangers. I feel like he would still look for him if he could.
All right.
But we're also we don't know where he is. We're in the middle of an ocean. We're on our way to the Isle of Dread. Who knows what happened to Chorus?
Who knows? Really? Yeah. The Tritons are back somewhere over here. In Jacala Bay somewhere. So you guys are really far away from anywhere they're rumored to be. I mean, the only person who might know where Thalassos would be Varus, and he's considered you dead by his own admission. So don't worry. Don't worry, Chorus. Daddy's got you. I'll just say that. Don't worry about it. Daddy's got you. I'm taking every beating, every humiliation. It will pay off. Like I said, this is the anvil upon which the real Chorus shall be forged.
Oh boy. Chorus is definitely going to be reformed when if he meets back up with Varus.
I think he'll be just reformed enough. I think the spirit of Chorus will also emerge from time to time, but definitely he's going to be a customer not to F with. I think he'll be less of a customer to F with. So let's see, and what about you, Wood Creek? What's at the top of your mind right now?
I would say as far as as far as chorus goes, Wood Creek hasn't put too much thought in it, but he figures from his experience with chorus, he thinks wherever chorus is, he's probably alive. He thinks he's resourceful enough to be able to deal with whatever issues he's having. He thinks he's alive, but might need some help. But he's also like
Make a
more
religion
focused
check.
on what's going on than anything. It's kind of like a fleeting thing, when he has.
Make a religion check.
All right, give me 1 second.
First roll of the game. Good luck, Spencer.
Let's see.
You know
Wow.
he's alive.
Okay.
Whoa!
Do I know enough he's alive to like tell other people he's alive, or just like a hunch?
No, you know for sure.
You know
By
for sure
your
he's
God.
alive. Yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, the thought of chorus passes your mind, and you think exactly what you said. You know that wherever he is, he's managing whatever affairs he needs to manage, and you have faith that he may rejoin you before all is said and done.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So I think Creek isn't gonna let go.
You also feel a little ominous. You also feel he should rejoin you sooner rather than later, because you do feel the worst is yet to come.
Because I mean, I imagine Creek doesn't have any idea what's going on with Chorus, but he knows he's alive. But that's
how do you and who do you tell that he might still be alive, and how do you do it again as a Kenku?
Well, I'm not gonna say he's not gonna. I mean, I guess the question is for Creek to realize that Chorus is alive, he knows for sure. So, for him to know for sure, does that mean he was like told by his patron or got a word from his like?
You were looking in the water. You saw a shark swim by. For some reason, it reminded you of Chorus, and you know that he's out there and he's alive.
Okay, I could just sense it through the. Okay.
Exactly. The movement of the shark told you he's alive.
Okay.
So.
I'm gonna say he doesn't go out and tell anybody, but if he hears anybody mention, "Oh man, I hope Chorus is okay," he'll step in and say, "I can feel his presence. He's alive."
On this boat? Not likely.
Well, if it happens, he's not gonna. Creek isn't a very loud, boisterous type, so he's not gonna go out and say stuff. But if
All right, very good. Okay, so in the aftermath again of all of this destruction, driftwood floating in the water, the galleon has been set aflame. Anything that was salvageable. Let's just say your supplies are once again topped up from what you pillaged from the sinking galleon. Again, the men were too raw to even. It was too mangled and destroyed to even.
How damaged is the ship that we're on?
Not so damaged. Veros did a great job of keeping it out of cannon range, while striking it his own. But there was some very deliberate shots being taken by the other ship.
Are there any materials that knock?
Elion, make a history check.
Right.
Oof.
Elion remembers blabbing about the treasure to Rowan Kalani. So that might have been.
There's no like raw materials that Nock could use to somehow improve the ship in some way.
Make the case to the captain for one last sweep of the galleon before Shacklecherry throws a bunch of bombs.
So is the captain sitting in like his office area?
I'm at the top deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Overseeing stuff, I imagine.
So
I'm gonna say, let's see, Akuma and Tavi is with him. Maybe Old Self Scout too.
Okay. So Nock is gonna go up to the captain, and he says, he goes up to the captain. And he says, "Captain, do you have a minute to discuss some things with me? I have a proposition for you."
Anything you can say to me, you can say to my first mate.
Nock proceeds to say that I implore you to do one more sweep of the raw materials. I could try to help give the ship some upgrades or repair the ship as much as we can before we get to our destination.
The men did a good sweep of the ship. Anything worth salvaging we took already.
But what if there's something you might have missed?
Would be more time, Captain. Not exactly keen on staying around in these waters.
Yeah, we've already overstayed our welcome here. We don't know if there's more pirates on the way. What are you looking for, Nock?
Just raw materials to help improve the firing capabilities of your cannons, even though they were very successful.
They were already pretty successful. You already upgraded them. What more are you looking to do that we don't have already?
They could be better.
Captain, this one might be blowing up the ship with his experiments.
You know, Akuma brings up a good point. Why you're not planning on blowing up the ship, are you? We're three ships down.
I am not planning on blowing up the ship, Captain.
3 ships, Captain, by my count.
That was a one-time thing. Have we had any Nock explosions since then?
I like that term. Of course, Jonah. You keep coming up with these cool things. Unless someone comes up with something cooler by the end of this session, I'm going to give you the you the inspiration for next game, because Nock explosion is a pretty cool term. I like that, but you've had it so many times in a row. Let's give someone else a chance to shine, and it's early, so let me just write that down. Nock explosions. I like it. Okay.
All right. Make it quick. Take one other person with you. Take the dinghy. Make it quick. The rest of us need to do repairs and gather ourselves.
Should we give him his dinghy?
We give him his old dinghy. You might recognize it.
The SS Nock. Okay, good.
Nock just nods, smiles, and says, "Thank you very much, Captain. You will not be disappointed."
You have 2 hours.
All right, good. That's good. Captain. Good. I like that. Okay, thanks for helping me out with that, Ben. Okay, who are you taking with you?
Can I take my little sidekick?
Cylindra?
No, the dude that that likes me now.
Shacklecherry. Okay.
Yeah, Shacklecherry.
Okay, he comes with you. He was heavily involved in the raid when the Sea Wyvern crew started counterattacking after Orin killed the captain, and then everyone else came rushing aboard and went below decks. You remember Shacklecherry just taking 2 bombs, like in Master and Commander, and just dropping them down the hole, and just go in, guys. So yeah, ship battles are pretty brutal, man. They're not nice, and they're not nice affairs. The one saving grace, and Orin asked about this last time, was that the cannon fire drove away all the sharks for the original battle, so it wasn't like a bloody mess. That's the one saving grace. But now they're starting to come back. Now that it's quiet again. So let's go ahead. Nock, go ahead and make a survival check with advantage.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Survival check.
This is where it would have been fun if one of you guys got bit in the Battle of Hungry Shark. Okay, so you dinghy on over. You knock sail onto the thing. You knock climb onto the ship. It's listing badly to one side. Shackle Cherry's trying to balance his way. He says, "Let's be quick. Mightn't we can be finding something worth value that they hadn't seen before. I'll be helping you out with this, but try not to linger. This thing could go down any minute now."
Knock nods, and he just says, "I just wanted to do one last quick look through to see if we didn't miss anything."
All right. So, ship has 4 decks: crew deck, the gunnery deck, the cargo deck, and what do they call it? There's like a deck under where they have like I'll just say like the top deck, the crew deck, the gunnery deck, and the storage deck. Okay. So which one do you want to search out?
I'm gonna do the top deck.
Okay, so the main deck, this is where they have like the galley. This is where they have some quarters, and they keep some extra storage over there. Go ahead and make an investigation check, please.
Just a normal investigation check?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so say after you flip a few mattresses, you find 191 gold pieces that was missed.
Yeah.
And I'll even be generous. You find 3 gems worth 50 gold pieces each.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I say that was worth coming over here.
I'll say that took about half an hour.
Okay. I'm gonna check the storage deck next.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an investigation check with disadvantage. You have dark vision, right?
I do.
Okay. Anything else that would help you in investigating?
Let's see, what kind of spells do I got? I have a torch.
All right. Okay, so you get light, I guess. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check, firstly, because this part of the ship is really... Okay, so you, despite the fact that it's listing badly to one side, part of it is submerged, you're okay where you are. So let's see here. Go ahead and make an investigation check, please. Was that good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, let's see here. Let's see here. You find... Oh, this is cool. We'll say this. You find a cloak.
Ooh.
And on the back of the cloak, it has a crescent moon.
Okay.
You being an artificer, you could tell that it hums with a softly with a little bit of energy, and there is a little bit of glow to it.
Okay. Yeah, Nock's gonna throw that baby on.
All right, throw it on. You're gonna wear it right away.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Once you attune to it, say in about an hour, I'll let you know what it does.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna like this one. All right. I'll say that took 2 good rolls. I'll say that took another half an hour.
All right, so I'm sitting in. How long is it going to take to get back to the regular ship?
Well, I'd say it took you 10 minutes to row here. It's going to take you 10 minutes to row back. If you, given that it takes about half an hour to search each deck properly, like you're doing, you may have to be able to search one more deck.
Okay. So I already checked the storage deck and the top deck. Let's check the gunnery deck, and then we'll head back to the ship.
All right. Make a survival check. This place is very smoky.
Oof.
You're not coughing though. Shackle Cherry is shorter than you. He's underneath the smoke line, so he's not impacted by it. But he smells. Definitely, it smells like this part of the ship may be on fire, sir. Fire, Nock. Whatever you got going on, we best be doing it quickly.
Nock just says, "Aye."
Right. All right. Go ahead and make a perception check, please.
Perception. Oof.
All right. Now go ahead and make a investigation check, please. All right. So a lot of the cannons look like they've been mangled from like the fire that they took. Excellent shots on your part. There does seem to be one cannon that is still intact and looks like it could be salvaged.
How long would it take to get that to the dinghy?
It's going to take you the rest of the time to heave it and put it on the dinghy. And between you, the dwarf, and the cannon, and the treasure that you've just taken, it might be a little bit weighty.
Okay. Would we make it back in time or no?
You don't have time to search any other decks. If you're taking the cannon...
Yeah, no, I'm not going to take the cannon.
Okay. All right. I'd say this took another 20 minutes. Your time is running short.
Yeah, I'm just going to head to the dinghy and head back to the ship.
All right. Very good. Make another survival check with advantage. Fins all around you. Okay. So, all right. You returned.
I take the all of the gold and gems that I got on the ship, and I drop it at the captain's feet.
Not very respectful there, isn't it?
No, I drop it respectfully, and then I said, courtesy of Knoxplosions Incorporated. Patent pending.
Okay. O'Brien, catalog thieves.
Absolutely, sir.
I take one gem. I give it to Nock. I say for your search.
Shacklechair is there, smiling.
Can I give my gem to Shacklechair?
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Oh, well, I was going to give one to Shacklechair, too.
All right. So you give them one each. Okay, very good. So, yeah, Captain, you could take that 191 gold pieces and 2 gems worth 50 each. Do what you want with that. The cloak. Let's see here.
Boy.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's called the Cloak of the Crescent Moon.
Ooh.
Okay.
What's that do?
Let's see here. I'm going to put it up here. It's not cursed.
Thank God. What I was worried about.
Lunar Grace. You gain a
yeah.
+1 to AC and Dexterity saving throws while wearing the cloak. Once per long rest, as a bonus action, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. You can see provided you are in dim light or darkness, so not in broad daylight. When you do, you gain advantage on your next attack roll before the end of the next turn. And when you're reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can use a reaction to drop to 1 hit point instead and become invisible until the start of your next turn. This feature can be used once per long rest.
That's insane.
Oren, Spencer, Ben, while Nock was doing his last-minute search, what are you guys doing for this 2-hour period?
Could Oren kind of being a pirate? Could he investigate the captain's room of the what's the other ship called? Galleon or
the bow-legged lady? That's where Nock was just was, and you guys did it, investigated, and you found those maps.
Okay.
But supposing like you didn't go, yeah, supposing you didn't go over there because anyone else want to go, you could have piped in. What were you doing aboard the Sea Wyvern while that was going on?
So I mean, Oren would be kind of trying to prepare the ship for sail again. So I don't think we want to stick around too long.
All right. Let's see here. All right, go ahead. So you're preparing it for sail. So general repairs. So let's see here. Go ahead and make your choice. You can make an athletics check, or you can make a sailing is water vehicles one of your
I do have water vehicles.
You have water vehicles. Okay, so make a water vehicles by wisdom check.
All right. Oh.
All right. What else would you like to do for those 2 hours? You tear a sail. That's not how you sew a sail. This is how you sew a sail. Rip.
I thought I was a pirate. I guess. Let me see. I do have cure wounds, so I'm just gonna try and heal. Whoever's
okay,
hurt.
Very good. Okay, go ahead and make a medicine check with advantage, since you have magical healing with you.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
My arm!
It's like Harry Potter.
Yeah. You guys, I didn't throw in a sawbones. I really should have put a medic in there. Okay, for the time being, it's the chef who's also doubling as the medic. And 7, it's pretty easy to spot who's hurt. I'm going to say it's not a success, but the guy doesn't lose an arm because the guy is about to get his arm sewn off. I'm not going to exit, though. I will say that. Mm-hmm. Anything else, Oren?
I'm afraid to do anything at this point. I think I'm going to just meditate. Trying to get my luck back or something.
Okay.
I'm not feeling right, I guess.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and make a history check. All right. So yeah, you're like, I'm a better pirate than this. I can do this. Maybe you're just stressed out from the craziness that was going on. Tavi comes to sit by you at one point. She says, "I heard you ran that captain through on the other side."
Oh yeah, had to do what I had to do.
By the way, time to roll for who of the Jade Ravens survived. Sure, let's do this now. Let's go one by one. Let's get some good.
Does that include Sasoric?
It does include Sasoric. So let me just get them all out here. We'll go one by one. I'll say, what's a good threshold? I'll say 15 or higher, they're dead on a D20. Because, we'll see here. Let's see, Sassarine information, Crimson Fleet. But I thought I did this properly. Sassarine information, House Vanderborn, Jade Ravens. There we are. Okay. So, Harless Javel obviously survived. She's not a Jade Raven, but we'll call her that. Talon Kiente, the fighter. He's dead. All right. Cascus Keel, the druid. He lives. Zan Oldvan, the rogue. He lives. Sisorek, the barbarian.
Wow.
He's dead.
Wow, they got Sisoric.
LeMay Tescalaria. She lives.
Is that the warlock?
The sorceress.
Aha.
So they're still in the game. The rest of them, they're shark food.
I can't
Nice.
believe Sork died. That's
Well,
crazy.
oh, by the way, we're gonna try something also out now. Chorus or Knock rather. Let me just put her token out on the thing because we might have found a way that you could use her character. Let's see if this works. So, Kendall's. I put Kendall in the middle of the ship. Jonah, if right click on the character, right click on the token. It should open up a sub menu.
Where is she?
She's in the middle of the ship.
Oh, I see. You said right click on her?
Yes. No, don't hold the right click. It should be just right click, and you should be able to open up her character sheet from the menus. Does that work?
All I'm saying is ping everyone, paste, and undo.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll have to. For some reason, I'm not seeing it now either.
I mean, I can pull up her character sheet because I see it in like the characters tab.
Oh, you can pull up her character sheets. Can you roll
Yeah.
on her character sheet?
Yeah.
Oh, well then that's it. Perfect. Okay, it works. Good. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, bummer that some of those guys died, but that's the game, unfortunately. So you'll have these guys as spares in case any of your characters get knocked out.
I don't mean to interrupt or anything, but is that pirate ship that attacked? Is there still any pirates on it, or is that?
Oh no! The
navigated?
as soon as pirates. This is an interesting question. Still pirates on it. I'm gonna say this, Orin. Go ahead and make a perception check. You were heavily involved in that fight. Okay. So, like when the siege started happening, you saw the pirates there, totally unscrupulous louts. Like I said, pretending to surrender. Then, as soon as like one of the Sea Wyvern guys would drop their guard, out would come the knife, or they pull a pistol and they go dive, and they just return attack. Once it happened 2 or 3 times, like I said, no mercy, no quarter was given, and the Sea Wyvern just totally started slaying on them. You did notice that some of them had very unsettling tattoos and scars and brands on themselves.
Did I see what shape?
Go ahead and make your choice of either an Arcana check or a Religion check.
Okay, I'll do religion.
No, they you know, the devotion, like normally, like your guys, like back where you're from, when they surrender, and then it becomes sort of like a transactional affair of like bailing them out of jail or whatever port they got nailed in, and then you know maybe like some ritual humiliation that they would have to go through. These guys were like just total scum, and it was jarring for you to deal with these guys. They acted more like zealots than they did pirates,
Ooh.
willing to die for, you know, willing to die and willing to like pull dirty tricks like this. So it's
So I didn't care for them.
you didn't care much for them. You didn't gain any information on them, you know. But you know, self mutilation is not something you guys do, and a lot of these guys look like they, you know, had fresh scars and bleeding wounds that were caused by knives and stuff like that they might have inflicted on themselves. But nothing nothing you could pick out from all of that, unfortunately. Let's see here. Ben or Spencer, what are you guys doing with this 2 hours?
Yeah, so Creek wants to get on the ship, on the enemy pirate ship if he can. And I know City Secrets doesn't really apply to a pirate ship, but I want Creek to look around and see if he can find any secret, using his skills, if he can find any secret passageways or secret compartments or anything like that.
Again, Knock was over there. He could have said
Yeah,
that
Knock
I
was
want to
over
go. I would have also said like Wood Creek also jumped up on the ship during the raid portion of the you know, the raid portion of the of last game. So go ahead and make a perception check, I guess. You don't find any secret compartments or anything like that. You did have some canny insight in the one who found all of the treasure listed up above. So I would say that you were instrumental in that. A lot of the crew is beginning to think that you're lucky in the way that a mascot would be lucky. Not taking into account like you're a sentient being, not just like just a walking bird. But a lot of the crew is very very glad that you're there, and they're beginning to sense that you have some sort of kinship with the sea, given that you're able to like jump in the water and you cast sea magic, and it's really heartening for the crew in this dark time. But given that you've already explored the ship and took part in that raid and stuff, and during the 2 hours that Knock volunteers to go over for one last time to look over anything that you guys might have missed that first time, what do you do during that 2 hour waiting period?
When Knock is on the ship and I'm not, as you're saying, or
Yeah, like I would say, like during the raid, you were the one that found most of the treasure. And
Okay.
any like of the hiding places. It's like that scene in Serenity when shoot, what's her name? Summer Glau, the psychic. She points at the guy who holds a weapon, and like Mal looks at him like him. He goes, yeah, him. You were that guy. You were basically I can't remember her name. Anyways, so during that's what you did during the time. Now Knock, after you guys came back with all the treasure, Knock went and pleaded with Ben with Veros once more to go over and to explore the ship one last time. During that 2 hour period when you didn't go over, what did you do?
Was at this point, was Knock already over, or was Knock still on with me on the ship?
So the sequence of events was this: like the battle started, Knock went to the cannon area and started firing. Wood Creek went total Navy SEAL. He dove in the water and would emerge, take shots, go back under, emerge, take shots, go back under. So he didn't take any damage during the most of the fight. When he got to the ship, he climbed up on board and started picking off guys that were on the deck running around as Oren was taking out the captain. By this time, Veros had moved the ship over to the same, had maneuvered the ship alongside the bow-legged lady, and the Sea Wyvern crew poured on, started enacting their raid, and you were part of that raid. So the perception check you just did determined how effective you were during that raid portion in finding the treasure. You didn't find any secret passageways. You found most of the treasure. So a lot of the ship crew is calling you the lucky bird now. So the next thing that happened is after all of this was done, they brought back the thing. Nock came up aboard the deck, pleaded with Veros to go over. Veros said, okay, bring someone with you. Nock chose Shacklecherry, and they went over. So, given that they've already gone over for about 2 hours, what are you doing during that 2-hour period?
Creek is gonna jump back into the water, and he's gonna expect both the hull of the pirate ship and the hull of the Sea Wyvern for damage and for seaworthiness. All
right. So, firstly, you do recall I said the sharks had come back. So go ahead and make a religion check, please.
Fuck, I forgot about that. Okay, religion check. All
yes.
Right. So for my religion check, I am going to use my expert duplication to give myself advantage on that.
All right.
I believe it's expert duplication.
Well, punch up the skill. I want to read this first.
I'm trying to find it. I know there's one. No, that's not the right one. There's one. Mimicry. Mimicry is the one out there.
Punch that up, please.
I know there's a spell that does it, but it's kind of weird. Not spell. I have a. Give me.
You guys are lucky the Mega Shark never got in the game.
Oh, here it is. Thank you, recall.
Good lord.
Thanks to your supernaturally good memory, you have proficiency in 2 skills of your choice. Okay. Moreover, when you do you have religion as one of those skills?
I have yeah.
Moreover, when you make an ability check using any skill in which you have proficiency, do you have proficiency with religion?
I do.
Okay. You can give yourself advantage on the check before rolling the d20. You can give yourself advantage in this way a number of times, equal to your proficiency bonus. Go ahead and roll your religion check with advantage. Bless you. All right. The Fathomless is with you. And as you plunge into the water, the crew thinks you're crazy, by the way. They Wood Creek, no! And you just kind of like bloop into the water. You see the sharks around you, but they sort of like swim in a circumference around you, like circling you as they normally do. But none are coming in.
Okay.
Right.
Where is it? I have another ability. Okay. So I have Oceanic Soul. I can put it up if you want. But if I'm in the water submerged, I can understand speech from any creature, and they can understand me.
Do they have to have speech?
It doesn't. I'll put it up. It doesn't mention it. It just says when you're all fully submerged, any creature that is also fully submerged can understand your speech, and you can understand theirs.
If they have speech.
Yes, I guess.
Sharks don't talk.
Okay. Well,
do you have speak with animals?
I don't have speak with animals.
Okay.
I didn't choose it because I had that.
It has to have a language in order for it to have speech.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So then I guess they're circling me.
They're circling you.
Okay. In that case, yeah. Then Creek is going to.
Make now you got me curious. Go ahead and make either a persuasion check or an intimidation check as you try to ply some of your oceanic soul. All right, intimidation, very good. The sharks scatter as they recognize you as more dangerous than them.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Then
All right.
Creek's gonna go around and inspect the hole.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Ooh.
Well, the hull it's breached in several places. It's taking on water slowly, likely the result of some of the damage inflicted by the raid and the multiple cannon fire. The ship is not salvageable, given like the damage that was done above and below. It would take too much time to even try to salvage it.
Is this the Sea Wyvern or the pirate ship?
This is the pirate ship, the bow-legged
Okay.
lady. And
Okay,
you can
so
see
that's
the
good,
other ships.
okay.
Yeah, you can see the other ships already. Their wreckage is already beneath you.
Okay, so this still the bow naked lady. It's still afloat, but it's going down.
It's going down slowly. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Creek is gonna go up. Make his way back up to the Sea Wyvern and look for Bolero.
You find Veros.
Bolero. After an
What is
extensive
that? Oh, it's Creek. Okay, what?
after an extensive check of the hull of the enemy ship, I have determined that the ship is no longer seaworthy.
Make a
So-
make a history check. You're
Okay.
stringing together a bunch of words you heard. Yeah, it sounds exactly like that.
Okay. Creek recommends that you send a party to salvage as much material from
That's
the
already
structure
done.
of the ship as possible. No,
That's
not
already
the structure.
done.
The structure, not the
The
actual
structure
on the
itself.
ship.
Yes, the structure itself has been. They've taken what's salvageable already. Absolutely.
Okay, I thought it was just loot on the ship. I didn't think
Nope,
it was.
the loot, the supplies, and any salvageable parts of it.
Okay, all right then.
That's already been taken. Rope, whatever. It's already been.
Okay, the Creek just looks at him and says the enemy ship will be going down momentarily.
Good news. Less evidence. Thank you, Creek.
Is there anything else you would like Creek to do?
Oh, Creek. Can you, you're a bird, right? You want to go up into the crow's nest? Keep an eye on everything? Make sure there's no pirate ships coming towards us?
When Vero says that, Creek's eyes get super wide and he gets visibly excited. And he says, yes, Captain. And then he just runs off.
All right. So yeah, you've made the crow's nest your home by this point. It's it's all got like all the stuff you magpied from the ship, all the little things, some scraps of food that you and Tavi have eaten together while up here. Even let's see if I can remember his name. Oh shoot, what's the name of your bird, Orin, or Elion rather?
The bird, Adla.
Adla, yes, sorry. Adla even visits from time to time, much to Tavi's delight. you know, for some reason the bird doesn't like you very much, Wood Creek, but you know, there's scraps of food up here. But you pretty much made the crow's nest your home.
Okay.
Do you want the spyglass?
Sure.
All right. So
Where's the spyglass?
well, the spyglass was one of the pieces that was looted. Let's say that you managed to take that for finding all the treasure. Let's say you got that. So let's see, Masterwork Spyglass. I'll punch it. I'll put it in the thing there. So whenever you want to make, you get a +1 to your perception checks.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
So
awesome.
go ahead and make a perception check right now.
Okay. Should I add the +1 to it, or
Absolutely.
how do I? I mean, I could just add one to whatever I get, right? Or is there a way I can build it in, like bake it in?
Just punch it up. I'll add 1.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It's getting dark outside at this point. Like the sun is going down. And you notice that in the distance, there seems to be something flying in the air, but not like a bird. More like it's hovering.
It's hover. How big is it?
From the distance, you'd say about man-sized.
Creek. As soon as he sees that, Creek is going to place the spyglass down and do the thing where he kind of like slides down the ladders.
Make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
That's how cool you make it. And I'm going to count that. I'm even going to count that as a success. Towards your.
I didn't even do it. I didn't do it yet. Acrobatics.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, looks super cool.
Okay. And then Creek is gonna again look for Veros.
You see Veros.
When he runs up to Veros, he's gonna take Veros and he's gonna kind of walk up towards the bow, and he's gonna pull it up and say, "There's a creature." It's gonna say creature. He's gonna point into the air and says human size, and see what he's gonna point in the area where he sees it. Is it visible to the naked eye or just for hourglass?
Through that spyglass, you were able to see it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very far off in the distance. Make another perception check with disadvantage.
Can I make that using the Kenko recall? Make that normal?
If you wanna, sure.
Yeah, I'll do that. Use my second of 3. That we said that's perception, right?
Yeah. Okay. Man-sized, flying in the air, far, far away, out of gun, cannon, and spell range.
So So does Veros?
No new information. I would say when you look back through the spyglass, you don't see it anymore. Either it moved, or it's not in the same area, or it's gone away, but not able to see it.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate your enthusiasm, Creek.
Do you believe in Veros?
I'm gonna say I think maybe it's another bird. It's another bird.
Make a history check.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, you are pretty dismissive when people tell you things. Okay. During this 2 hours, what do you do, Veros?
Well, I'll say for the second hour, I was probably on deck so that Creek could tell me that and like be, watching the ship. But for the first hour, I go below deck, and I want to talk to Girl Furl Burl.
Okay, yeah. So he is in his cabin.
Okay, is
Kind of like
anybody else with him?
uh, I'd say probably one nondescript noble you managed to fish out of the water. They've
Ah,
they've sort of like made their room, how can I say, shatterproof, or not shatterproof but shockproof. Like they put their mattresses up against the wall in case cannonballs come in, and Earl is under his desk. You know, still kind of like, just kind of, is it over, Captain?
there's no need for alarm now,
Make
though.
a perception check.
Ooh.
He's clutching that bad idol that the team that went ashore found in the lost temple of Tamoachan. Certainly a harrowing series of days events.
Yes, hope that that totem was worth the journey.
Oh, I believe it is. I believe it is. Although so many people perished at the hands of those merciless pirates, that was not part of my plan, Captain. I assure you.
That's all right. We adjusted. We had some losses, but we're still here. We gotta
Oh,
work with what we got.
yes, we are most fortunate, and might I commend you on your brilliant captaincy, maneuvering the ship and keeping us far away from harm.
Yes, I have a very visceral memory of doing that. All of that. Um, you're welcome.
Yeah, you were quite brilliant.
um, by the way, is that what your funding was for?
Yes,
Finding that
yes,
totem.
yes. When the adventurers came and told me that they had seen it, I knew I just had to come here and see it for myself. I never thought that your colleagues would be so efficient in slaying that bat demon. It was a most harrowing place, Captain. You should have been there.
Well, in many ways I'm glad I wasn't, but I'm glad that my sailors and my crew were able to do the job.
Oh, they were most brilliant. Such strange monsters we encountered. Wondrous traps and the legendary interior of the Death Temple of Tamoachan. Quite a harrowing adventure.
I hope that you've collected enough data for some more history books. It's
Oh yes,
beautiful.
when I return to Eldenmore, I shall definitely write a treatise that will be the envy of all my colleagues.
That's brilliant. And Noble, I'm sorry that your journey ended up like this, but
Oh,
rest
no, the
assured,
journey isn't over. We shall make it all the way till I shall accompany you all the way to the Isle of Dread. The, I'm already thinking about my next essay, which should be on the Olmani people. The temple was, as according to my theory, Olmani in nature, not Ahuni. So, going to the land of the Almani will only reveal more secrets and definitely beef up my essay.
that is genius. I'm glad that our journey was more than just going to vanquish and someone who's gone rogue. I appreciate you joining us on the journey.
It is my pleasure, Captain.
And sorry if you're got some PTSD from this. I hope you know what you're signing up for. There's some
Well,
dangerous waters ahead as well.
the crew, I'm not as superstitious as your crew, perhaps, but I'm certain that under your wonderful leadership, we shall make it there safe and sound.
Can I read into what
Make
he's
a insight check. Oh, he's definitely means every word he's saying. Uh, does seem kind of like wanting to steer the conversation away from the idol.
Interesting. And I whatever you've recovered, would you like us to keepsake that in the armory of and treasury of the ship,
I have
where it will
much
be
to
safe and sound?
I have much studies to do on it still.
Very well. What?
Notice, and he pulls it out, and he goes, "Notice how fat the idol is, pork-bellied, if you will, standing there. I believe also it was supposed to be hanging upside down from the way it is posed. Most unlike the creature that your men fought in Tamoachan, which was gaunt and skeletal. It's very strange that they did not share any commonality."
Very. That's worth investigation.
Exactly.
I hope you are willing to share with my crew anything that you find or
Oh, I
noteworthy.
certainly will. In fact, I intend to segue away from this for a little while, at least, while I collect some of the stories of your crew. I'm finding that the seaman tales are quite the distraction, and perhaps I could record a few down and present to my peers a scholarly document on naval superstitions.
Fascinating work. I hope it's a worthwhile venture for you. That's great.
Go ahead and make a history check.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that is all right.
You've been busy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope that the danger's over right now. I think our next stop will be the Isle of Dread.
We're all willing, but actually, I believe our itinerary takes us to Fort Green Rock. Green Rock next, where we will resupply.
I'll have to discuss travel plans with O'Brien there before. But very good.
O'Brien would know. Yeah. All right. Very good. What else? I still got a little time left. Veros, what are you doing?
Um, can I go to I'm gonna go to the top deck. I imagine the whole of the crew is like bustling up and down the bridge and like the mid deck.
Yeah. Make a perception check. All right. Let me see here. Not that one. Let's see here. You see a bunch of crewmen talking. They're just sharing some stories as they're coiling some rope, bitching about how the how the elf ripped the sail.
All right, men. We had some rough waters there, but I think you survived, and we need all the more hands on deck now with our less men. We need more guards on watch, 24/7, making sure the surrounding waters are safe.
Make a persuasion check.
Wow.
They salute you non-committally.
Very well, as you were. Very good. Very good.
All right. Anything else that you anything else you can think of?
Um, I'm gonna help clean up the viscera that we left from the pirates.
Okay, so I would say just make a. Do you have make a water vehicles by athletics check. Some basic carpentry. Repair some some cannon damage.
Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom,
Strength.
truth.
Yes, sorry, by strength. Perfect. I mean, yeah, you put your back into some basic carpentry, and you managed to repair some of the damage that was done to your ship by a spare cannonball. You notice a little blood from one of the sailors who got knocked off your ship during the fight. Let's quickly check in on Onjin.
Mike, I do have to hop off.
No problem. Thanks for joining us tonight, Jonah. We'll see you next time. Hopefully, you'll be there for the Saturday game next time. Can't wait to see where you end up. So have a great rest of your night.
All right. See.
Sleep tight. All right. So, what is Onjin doing while this is going on? She was basically knocked out of the fight early, and has basically just woken up.
And she's on the Sea Wyvern.
Yeah.
What does she hear?
She hears Cylindra in the same room as her.
Oh wow. How long have I been out?
A few hours, Lady Onjin.
And what of the crew?
You can't see the expression beneath the mask that Cylindra's wearing. Make an insight check. Undo disadvantage. Yep. You're not able to tell, but just from basic body language, you can tell it's not good news.
Oh no. Who's left? Who do we? How much force do we have left?
Onjin tells you that the Hammer, the Huntsman, and the Blue Nixie were destroyed. She tells you the good news also that the pirates that were attacking you were also destroyed. She tells you more bad news that a lot of sailors and people that were on those ships were murdered by the pirates. She tells you that Lady Lavinia is all right, but she's a little shell-shocked herself. And she gives you basically everything that's gone on. And Nock went over to the other ship to see if there was anything else worth salvaging. Nock's the hobgoblin, in case you don't know.
Right. I always wondered why we're keeping him around, but okay. Allow me to read you some rites to give you some solace.
All right. Do you just do? Well, she says I didn't lose anybody, but perhaps the crew might appreciate your ministrations. There's also a few wounded that probably would appreciate a healer at this time.
Oh, is there a makeshift infirmary that we've made?
Yeah, in the galley.
I'll head there at once.
So yeah, you find Jean-Baptiste, the chef, who's doing his best to double as the medic. Surinam is also there with him.
Medic, chef, how are you doing?
I am doing the best I can with what I have. I am usually used to tying up a turkey, not tying up a broken arm. As you can see, I could use all the help I can get, milady. Madame.
Please, yeah, I appreciate your efforts, but you can allow the healers to take care of this.
All right.
You deserve a rest.
Go ahead and make a medicine check with advantage.
Have special velocity.
Okay.
Elion is, or Orin rather, is walking out at this time. So I'll take my leave. Yeah, so you're a lot more versed in this sort of thing than both the chef and the ranger, and you're able to patch up a few men.
Beautiful.
Bringing up their spirits. With a little magical assistance, their wounds close, and they're there. They're a little scared at you at first, because you're snaky. But after that, they're like, oh, it's a good thing they've managed to bring you out of that, milady. I'm glad that you're with us now.
As Tyr is my guide, you will have justice and faith.
Well, certainly hope you're with us until journey's end. And and one of the other sailors elbows the other guy in his very still sore ribs. He goes, "Shut up, man. It's bad luck."
Tyr has a strong hand. He will, regardless of anyone's actions, he will wrought justice.
Thank you, milady. Appreciate if you tell the captain I'm still a little sore. I don't feel like sewing sails at this point. If you don't mind, I'll be heading down to below decks to rest up if that's your diagnosis.
And let me cast what's that? What's the touch one? What's the one I have as touch? Cure wounds.
Sure.
That cures wounds.
Sure. I assume that you're doing that anyways. So between actual medicine and magic, that's why you get advantage.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah. You're getting a long rest after this anyways, and I'm not going to ninja attack you. So don't worry about it. Just I assume that you're doing that anyways. You're using meta magic to get all that stuff done. So no problem in that department.
Did I find Scald? What's he doing?
Salt Scalp?
No, the
Scald. Oh yes.
Creepy guy.
Yes. Yes, you find him. Hello, Lady Onjin. I'm glad to see that the slot did not explode out of your stomach. That was something else that you missed as well.
Wow, I am I'm a little disturbed by that. What were you doing during the battle?
Oh, I'm not really suited for battle. I hid in my chamber, as I was instructed so by Pharaohs. I believe his words were, if you're going to be useless in a place that is useful. So I went here.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. This Pharaoh's character seems a little stern, but I mean...
He is somewhat rough around the edges, but he is a good captain.
Those eggs you ate, they're not having any adverse effects on you?
I cooked them thoroughly. They did not taste very good, but they did not explode out of my stomach like poor Father Ferris.
I might have not been there for that. That's tragic.
It was very tragic for Father Ferris, but the team managed to slay the blue slod that exploded from him. I am pleased that one did not explode out of your stomach.
Oh, well, thank you. Those are kind words, Skull.
You are welcome.
Yeah. Why don't you? I mean, you're doing all right. What do you hear? You realize we're going to the Isle of Dread, right?
Well, a lot of the sailors feel we won't make it there.
That's so. I'll
They
have.
speak of a place called Journey's End. I do not know, but they are quite superstitious about it.
I'll have to bring this news to the captain. Journey's End. Is this a sailor's myth?
From what I gather, they are most afraid of this place.
That is rather grim, Scald. Thank you. You are a kind friend, Scald.
You are a kind person, Lady Onjin. I am glad to be your friend.
Anjin's shivers down her spine and thanks, Scald, for the time.
I must go urinate now. And he leaves.
Very well. All right, and Anjin relays to Veros this discouragement sowing throughout the sailors.
Veros, make a history check with advantage.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Let's see here. New lore in your journal.
Let's go. That's a win. What do we got?
Read it out.
It's in my journal?
Yep.
Like under handouts?
It should say Journey's End History.
Oh, darn, I don't see it. Is it Sassorine?
I don't know what it would be under. I just put it in your journal. I don't know where it is. You see it? Let me read it. Go ahead.
What is it called again?
Journey's End,
No, I don't see it.
History. Okay. Journey's End has been a whispered legend among sailors of the Sea of Secrets for over a century. A floating graveyard where ships vanish without a trace. Historical records from Sassarine's harbor logs mention at least a dozen vessels lost to this patch of Sargasso over the years. The earliest account dates back to 1482 DR, when a merchant ship, the Golden Tern, set sail for the Isle of Dread and never returned. A single survivor, a deckhand named Kale, washed ashore months later, raving about a sea of green death that swallowed his ship whole. He spoke of seaweed that moved like a living thing, trapping the Golden Tern until the crew starved, and of eerie wailing that kept them awake at night. More recently, in 1503 DR, the pirate galleon Red Fang was reportedly caught in Journey's End while fleeing a Sassarine naval patrol. A survivor's journal recovered from the drifting longboat described the ship being ensnared by a vast sargasso south or north of the Isle of Dread, should say north. The crew tried to cut through the weeds, but it grew back faster than they could hack it away. The journal's final entry mentions shadows moving in the seaweed, likely hallucinations from hunger and dehydration. Journey's End has claimed countless ships since its legend growing with each lost soul. Sailors now mark its rumored location on charts, calling it a cursed place where the sea itself hungers for the living. And now that you think about it, Veros, the crew have been talking more and more about it, now that you recall conversations.
As Veros calls everyone to the deck, the top deck. As many as can fit.
Ding ding, the bells ring. The crew assembles. Who else is there? Actually, before you do that, let's just quickly check in on Elion.
Sure.
Elion, what are you doing for that 2-hour stint before the ship gets back going?
So I think after that betrayal, I think he's pretty paranoid. And knowing, actually, no, it was Orin that knew that. But I guess he could probably assume that pirates have some way to communicate with each other through magical means. So he's gonna.
Hang on a moment here. Repeat what you just said.
I'm making the assumption that pirates can communicate with each other in some way that other than.
Based on what? What's your assumption based on?
Well, I was gonna say I think that was Orin. Like on one of our first missions with the guy with the mirror.
Okay, well that's actually a mundane mean. That's them just reflecting light from one ship to the other.
That's Morse code?
Exactly. That's just mundane signaling. Nothing to do with magic in that.
Because I guess really
I'll say this. Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
You've definitely surmised that the pirates do have some magic at their disposal based on those maps that you were able to find. I mean, like now that I'll say that you found the maps. These maps that the pirates have are able to locate the pirate isles, Scuttle Cove especially. Veros remarked, and several other sailors said that the pirate isles are just impossible to find because they have some magic at their beck and call that shrouds all the maps in the world, save for the ones that they chart themselves. So it's like they do have some magic at their disposal. You don't know if it lends itself to communication because based on the episode between the ships from Kaer Malaeus to Sasserine, that was mundane. And none of you picked up on it until it was too late and the pirates were on you. The pirates actually chased you into the orc ships, which is a lesser fight, basically. But still, what was it? The Fox, you recall, the Fox was the villain in that case. Your rival Bard, right. As a matter of fact, the other rival Bard. So yeah, you do know they have mundane means of communicating with each other. Why would they not have magical means as well? It's possible. I mean, also, what's her name? Rowan Kalani. She vanished off the ship when things got too hot for her. She teleported away. So the pirates definitely have magic at their disposal. Whether or not this translates into communication, it's possible, but you have nothing concrete to go off
of. Okay. So actually, that gave me a different idea. Do I see Adla about? Is she around?
Make a nature check. Or a handle animal check, your choice.
All right, I'll do handle animal. Oh, nope.
It's up in the crow's nest. It's squawking. You hear some squawking back at it, almost in echoing terms. It's going, ah, 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 and you just hear, ah, 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 like, right back at it. You assume Wood Creek is having an argument with it, but it's not paying attention to you.
Okay.
Cascus comes out. He says, quite the battle, eh?
Yeah, I didn't do anything, but you guys did a good job.
I heard you protected the lady. I know Tolan would have appreciated that.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about your friend as well.
Who?
The lizard man.
Oh.
Wasn't with us for long, but definitely a valiant soul.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He probably got eaten by the sharks, so probably for the best.
Oh, we fished his body out before.
Yeah.
We fished his body out before he
Okay.
kicked the bucket.
Let's get
'Twas sad, but not much we can do.
all right.
Having trouble with your birdie, are you? He changes the subject. Here, bird! And Adla comes down.
Oh. Why don't you listen to this guy?
Druid magic!
Oh,
Birds are my specialty, you know.
very nice. Okay. Okay. So then Elian turns to Adla and tries to ask her. Actually,
It's a him, by the way.
oh yeah,
It's one of the what kind of bird is it? It's a albatross, right?
albatross. Yes.
It's a big beast of an albatross, like compared to its counterparts. That was like one of the criteria. You rolled well on that, I remember. So like
Big
this
bird.
this one's a hardy male.
Ooh, good. Okay. So I'm gonna give Adla some food and try and beckon him into the captain's quarters.
Okay, well, make another handle animal check with advantage because you got Cascus with you. It's sufficient. He said, give it the food first, he says. No, fine. Hold out your arm. There you go. And, there. Now he's perched properly. He seems to be well fed, and given that some of them pirates are still floating in the water, don't ask what he might be fed on. Probably an eyeball or two. But he'll do what you say.
Okay. So let me knock on the captain's quarters to be polite. Hello.
Are you in your quarters, Barrows?
No, I'm not.
O'Brien answers. Ah, Master Elion, and your bird. How can I be of assistance to you?
Yes, I would like to. I would like my bird to see the map we got from the other ship.
The
For
map.
a special mission.
Ah, indeed. I was just looking at it myself. It's here in my quarters. Come right on it.
Great.
So,
then,
what are you trying to find?
okay, so the plan is Elion kind of points to the pirate headquarters. And tries to convince the bird to
Pirate Isles. Quite the
go
revelation.
scope it out.
Okay.
That's my grand plan.
Sure. Say in this case, make I don't want to say animal handling. That's 3 in a row. But I can't think of anything better. Make an animal handling check.
All right.
All right. It takes you a second to get the bird's attention, and it takes another second. O'Brien is seeming impatient with you. He says, "It's just a stupid bird. It's not going to be able to." And then, as he's saying that, almost as if Adla it takes the insult personally, it focuses on your finger, and as you point to the map, it blinks once, twice, and a third time, and its eyes kind of like focus, and it ruffles its feathers a bit.
Good bird.
Okay. So what do you want to do now?
Yes, I was pointing that and just let the bird kind of know to.
It actually hops onto the table and walks across the map a little bit. The bird is going to shit on the map, sir, and like, and indeed, Adla does, leaving a new island just a little north of the, leaving a new island whitish green, just north of the Isle of Dread, from where it's supposed to be,
Oh,
and then it hops back onto your arm, and then looks at O'Brien, almost you would imagine squinting again, as if taking the insult personally. The captain is not going to appreciate bird droppings on his map, Mister Elion. Are you quite done here?
oh, you never know. Yes. Adela and I are done. Thank you for your time.
Very good. Goodbye, Mr. Elion, and goodbye to you, Adla.
All right, and then I just send Adla on his way.
Okay. You just send him off to fly?
Yeah, I throw him off the side of the ship and hope he starts flapping.
Okay, he does. But he flies off to the distance, and then he comes back a little bit, and then he goes back up to the thing, and then he resumes his argument with Wood Creek. Like that. So they go back and forth. All right. It's at that time you hear a bell ring, summoning the crew to the main deck of the Sea Wyvern. All right, and Veros, go ahead, take it away. The crew gathers, the PCs gather, the remnants of the Jade Ravens gather, Harless and Lavinia come up deck. Her eyes are red from tears. Ural and Scald and the rest of the passengers all show up.
Wow. So we've seen some tragic hours here aboard the Sea Wyvern, and it's been important for me to tell you that we are the last ship on our odyssey to the Isle of Dread.
I like that term, Odyssey. I like
the
that.
Odyssey.
Yeah, I like that. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage. I like it so much.
Ha 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 ha. Good night. Oh wow, not very persuading.
The captain likes his big fancy words, but go on.
And let me see. Yeah. So it has also come to my attention that there's been some dissuading among the crew about a certain passage that we will be nearing as we venture closer to the Isle of Dread. Now this, I will not name the place because rest assured there is no need to be worrying about this. And though we've seen much turmoil, and those of us that have survived are the strongest. And there's no doubt in my mind that whatever comes our way, we will be prepared to take on. I think it's important for all of you to remember at this moment that on our journey back, we will be singing the praises of each other and
if we make it back.
Who said that?
Random sailor.
We will be making it back. There's no doubt in my mind, and there should be no question among the men, because the riches that await us in the Isle of Dread is that of which no sailor has ever seen.
Yeah, I thought you weren't going to say it.
Well, that's the Isle of Dread. We're not talking about the other thing.
Oh. What is he talking about? You think your captain's talking about Journey's End?
There's no... Okay, okay. Alright, I'm gonna level with the crew. There's rumors about a certain place that has certain things happen where ships go missing. Alright, let's clear the air, because this is the crew that's left. Now look around you, and all of these people will be making it back, and not without the help of you and everyone around you will you be making it back. This is now a voyage that requires 110% of all of you. There's no doubt in my mind that whatever we find at the Isle of Dread will be written down in history books as the greatest raid there was.
Greatest raid, I heard. Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage this time.
Okay. Not very persuading.
Okuma steps up and goes, "You are the captain. You no more talk of your superstitious nonsense. Everyone, we have a long sail ahead of us, and it will take all of us pulling together to make it to the Isle of Dread. I, for one, want to make it there so that I can bask in the riches the captain has promised us. So, no more grumbling, no more complaining. Back to your post. We have a long sail ahead." So,
Thank you,
yes.
Akuma.
Of course, Captain.
There, in fact, due to our struggles here today, there will be a 20 gold bonus in it for all of you.
Okay, that does bring up the crew's spirits back up, so they are feeling a little better as a result of that. They get a little more pep in their step as they go back to their jobs. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, you do kind of they are going through their jobs with the diligence that you've come to expect of your crew. But every so often you do hear a whisper of cursed and of that place that shall not be named.
Very well. Keep those ropes tight and keep those lips shut. There's
Okay.
Negative talk is no place for a ship
All right.
such as this.
All right, sweet. So, the crew gets the sail ready. It's low tide right now, so there's not a lot of wind and there's not a lot of waves to propel the ship forward. But you still make some progress as you make your way around. Okay. Hugging the coastline. Who is where right now on the ship? Not going to sleep.
Not going to sleep on the crow's nest, or no, below deck. I said the captain's in his quarters.
Okay.
Orin is like near the front of the ship, just meditating.
Front of the ship, okay. Wood Creek, you're up in the crow's nest?
Yeah, I'm still. I mean, actually, has that figure approached anymore? Or is it still kind of off the?
Make another perception check. Kenkus have dark vision? They don't have dark vision, I don't believe.
I do not. I could get it, but I don't have it right now. You said perception?
Yeah. Give yourselves a long rest.
Beautiful.
That is wonderful. Perception.
No,
I think
you
I'm
don't
getting
see
lower
it.
numbers.
Intermittently over the night as you rest, Wood Creek, you do look out to the horizon and you don't see that figure flying in the sky anymore. You see the ship, it drops anchor, and early morning it raises anchor again, and begins to sail underneath this huge canopy of these. It's hugging the coastline under these large cliffs off to the, I guess that would be the right side of the ship. And on top of these cliffs are huge trees, like ancient old trees that hang out over the sea itself. Curiously, there looks to be like sails flying around in the trees.
Sails, like
White
ship
sails.
sails.
Go ahead and make another perception or investigation check.
Let's see.
Please place your figurines.
Ooh.
Wood Creek, if you could put yours right here. All right. So you're in your captain's quarters.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. Okay.
Okay.
Wood Creek.
Where do you want me? I'm sorry.
This is the crow's nest right here. I'm pinging it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that. Okay.
All right. Where is where is Elion and where is Anjan?
Anjan's gonna be in the galley still, tending to wounded.
All right. She slept there, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get rid of
And
these
Alien's
guys.
probably still talking to, who is that? I was talking to you earlier.
You were talking with O'Brien?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that was the guy in the
Cascus.
one who helped with the Cascus kill.
Well, where do you want to stick him? Where are you talking?
I probably what, like the galley maybe, or wherever
Sure.
guys hang out.
Sure, put them there. Let me just make sure that this is going to work. Oh yeah. Let's see here. I just want to make sure also that I'm shrouded. Good. It's going to be fun. All right. All right. So, as the ship sails beneath this huge canopy of trees, Wood Creek, you notice that something begins to descend from these white sails that are floating around in these trees. And as it comes down closer and closer, you make out what it is, what they are, because there's several of them. And you realize that it's not sails in these trees. And a grotesque feeling of a grotesque sensation of arachnophobia grips you as you realize that these are giant spiders that are descending onto the ship.
Creek is gonna start banging. I imagine it's a bell. On
Good. Sure.
Crow's nest.
Sure. Go ahead and make a Yeah, okay. Perfect. I'll say exactly that. Even if there isn't a bell, you can mimic the bell. So
Okay.
you go
Okay.
ding 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 ding. Uh, so it's a bunch of spiders and a bunch of ettercaps that come down. They're about still 20 feet above you when you raise the alarm. So at least there's that.
Oh my god. I have to go around 11, but
Oh no, you have to go.
yeah, can we resume this on Saturday?
Uh,
I'll make it for
if you're gonna,
Saturday.
who else is gonna be here tomorrow?
I'll be here Saturday.
So Spencer, Chris, and Ben. Okay, perfect.
I should be there, but I might be late.
Sure, no problem.
In time for Detective Glarth.
It is time for Detective Glarth. It is time
Well,
for
I'm saying
Detective.
tomorrow before.
Well, if you
before
guys
Chris
want to
hops
call
on.
it, if you guys want to call it tonight, we definitely will. This is a pretty neat fight, I have to say, because they
That
just keep
sounds
coming.
good.
Okay, so we will wrap it up here tonight. We'll start with initiative tomorrow. Boy, Jonah's going to be really mad that he missed this. But you guys have five. You guys have a full bunch of. You have two. Some of you have 2 turns in the thing because Onjin and what's his name? Onjin and Elion will be included in this, and we'll lead with Detective Glarth tomorrow, just so that we
Okay.
can get some of that out of the way. Good. All right. So, bravo, guys. Good game tonight. I hope the loss of 3 ships wasn't too damaging in the face of all this loot and treasure that you guys managed to pull up. Originally, it is only supposed to be 1 ship that goes, so I gave you a bunch of extra bonuses. But hey, listen, the pirate attack was imminent. The rolls tonight for ship maneuvering wasn't so hot, so this is why you guys have a spider fight now. But this is one of the cooler encounters. I did like the way that this was described, with this canopy of trees above you, ancient trees, and it's just now you see like it's moving and like spiders rushing out onto the limbs and like sliding down on silken threads. So it's going to be a cool fight tomorrow, guys. Thanks for playing. Do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions?
I'm excited for this fight. This is very spooky.
Yeah.
Very spooky illustration.
All right. Very good. In fact, one is coming down on you too, Wood Creek, like straight on. So we'll see how that plays out tomorrow. Anyone else have any final things that they want to ask, lore wise?
I'm just gonna say
Metagaming.
Creek does not like spiders. I don't like spiders in real life, so Creek and Glarth hate spiders.
Oh yeah, spiders just creep everybody out. So it doesn't matter, but you always have to throw it in a D&D game somewhere.
Oh, of course.
So this is where it's going to be, and they're just going to keep coming until you guys start winning, or come up with a way to like get this done. But again, moving the ship forward would probably be a good thing to do also. So we'll see how that works out. We'll see how many of the crewmen survive this situation. So good game tonight, guys. Thanks for coming in and playing tonight. We'll resume this tomorrow after we get into another episode of Detective Glob. And we'll see how it is. So until tomorrow, keep your sabers sharp and your flintlocks loaded and both feet on the floorboards. I should let you know that we are coming up to the, I'd say maybe 3 or 4 more sessions, and then this module is done. And then we get into the next module, which is I might have said the second one was my favorite, but in reality, module 4 is my favorite. If for nothing else, the name alone is just fills me with, and it's the whole point. Like when they made the Savage Tide and they did the art illustration for the first issue of it, it was based on that. It was based on the 4th issue, and that was what drew me in. I was like, yes, this is the campaign I really want to play. I'll show you that once we begin the whole thing. But I think you guys will be loving that one, especially with 2 rangers and a druid in the party. It's definitely what you guys signed up for when you guys made those types of characters. So, unless there's anything else, hit me up on Discord. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Sounds
See you
good.
tomorrow.
GGs.
Sounds good.
See you guys tomorrow.
Have a great night, guys. Thanks for playing.
You too.